Christmas 2025 ended on Tuesday, with officials hailing it as a largely peaceful and enjoyable celebration. This year's festivities were characterized by energetic parade, infectious rhythms, and a strong police presence. According to Commissioner of Police Randy Connaught, the peaceful atmosphere was a direct result of proactive policing. Police were out in full force, particularly during Juve morning, a time when unruly behavior is typically at its peak.
Well, I'm happy to report that although it's a bit too early to make the call, but we have been doing an excellent job thus far. As you can see, the visible police presence, we are pretty much engaging, and we want to thank the general public, by and large, for their patience, understanding, and of course, for engaging in the revelry with respect to each other. We have had very minor incidents over the period, unlike other years, but I think what we set out to do, the objective has been realized thus far. So we want to thank the general public and all stakeholders involved. This carnival would be an exception about guaranteed. What we did for this year, it is basically strategic deployment. We utilize most of the technologies that we have to enable us to make those meaningful decisions. Given the fact that we have drone technology, it would assist us in plotting and planning our approaches going forward. So predictive policing, getting a feel of the ground, and the mood of the people had a definite role to play in how we unfolded the operations plan.
One notable measure that contributed to the peaceful atmosphere was the enforcement of a ban on mask wearing during Juve. Police confiscated several masks in St. David, reminding the public that public safety takes precedence over tradition when necessary. Officials reported no major disruptions throughout the season. Revelers praised the added safety measures, saying that the festive atmosphere remained intact without compromising security, despite some minor incidents.
As far as I see, no violence. That's the main important thing. No violence. And I appreciate that.
The quality of music for 2025 was impressive. I mean, all the artists they showed, they performed. Soca Monarch was very impressive compared to some of the other Caribbean islands. We had it bigly, I should use that word, if I want to, right? The violence, it was good. When I say that now, not much things to report, which was good for the season. The foreigners, everybody else accept and appreciated the love, the warmness of the Grenadian people.
First time in Grenada, it's amazing. I love the jab vibe. I've done carnival in Trinidad, Barbados, other places. I'm really loving the vibe here. I'll definitely be back. I went to Pre-Day, I went to Soca Monarch. I love them both, but Soca Monarch especially was really fun. Spent a lot of time on the beach. I'm telling all my friends, you gotta come to Grenada Carnival.
Patrons added their sentiments on what they believe could enhance the overall smooth rollout of events.
Was one of the biggest issues, that we had police and Spice Mass trying to figure out where people or patrons could enter. We only had one entrance, male or female, and we had a whole lane of persons. If you're anticipating 10,000 people into an event, right, you should have more than one entrance. I'm begging them to make that change, right? On top of that, the show was well attended. The show was okay in the production, right? However, we're missing quality mic and sound system, and I issue with it. At some point in time, you have to listen careful in the stadium, right? In the stands, to even hear the artists sing, because something was off with the mic, I guess. I didn't sure. I'm not the engineer. However, it was off. You understand? So we had to figure out that.
Authorities and cultural organizers are already looking ahead to next year's celebrations, hoping to build on the success of this year's safe and vibrant season. Christina John, GBN News.